This is Pastor Micah from Life's Journey, United Church of Christ, uh, greeting you from my home to yours um, as we pause for our midweek reflection. Instead of our normal midweek reflection, I wanted to take the time I normally use to offer a time of midweek centering to invite you all to join us this Sunday for an opportunity to grow as a church. We went through a time period when our main way we could impact the community as a church was to practice social distancing, to limit the spread of COVID 19, as our community built up a resistance to COVID through being vaccinated. This last year, we've begun to emerge from this, asking how we can begin to become more active in our community, making an impact. Like many other churches, nonprofits, and businesses in our community, and I'd add my own place that I work at, most of the hospice, has had this struggle as well. Like many of these groups, we've struggled to figure out how to move forward now that COVID 19 has begun to be more under control. Now, I want to say as pastor that I am proud of some of the work we've done, resuming being present, reaching out with open arms to welcome in and to serve our communities. But as we began this process, I knew coming out of this pandemic period was territory not a one of us had ever navigated before. So as we began this process, I reached out to the Catawba Clergy Network, a ministry of Catawba College supporting United Church of Christ pastors and ministries, asking for a grant to help us consider how to best reach out to our community in this new situation. Catawba gave us a grant for a consultant to come and help us discuss what ways we can work together as a church to all work to really make an impact on our community around us. As a part of this grant, we will meet with Reverend Stephanie Wilson for 3 lunch and learn sessions over the next several months, beginning with this week. In each session, Reverend Wilson will challenge us and also explore with us ideas about how to reach out in ways that make an impact. Between each session, she will give us homework to work on, to consider our next steps. The hope is to reignite that fire to make a difference in our community. And also, at the end of this process, we'll be able to request a grant for some of the outreach projects we have planned. And whether we get that grant or not, I think that we will have our vision rekindled and our hope rekindled and our passion to make a difference rekindled. Our first session is this Sunday, immediately after the Sunday service. We hope you can join us. If you can, just to make sure we have enough food and enough handouts, please do contact Shauna, our office manager, at lifesjourneyucc@gmail.com or by phone at 336-227-2174 to confirm you will be there. That is lifesjourneyucc@gmail.com or 336-227-2174. That said, if you don't get to sending that off, and I'd encourage you to do so, but if you don't get to it, I want you not to let that keep you from being there, because I think being there and doing the work together is most important. And I want to conclude by saying that the call to reach out and be an impact on the community has the side benefit of helping people know about our church and become involved, which is something we need at this time. But it is about more than just welcoming new members. As Dietrich Bonhoeffer once wrote, Jesus is the man for others. So the church is the church only when it exists for others. The church must share in the problems of ordinary human life, not dominating, but helping, serving. It must tell men and women of every calling what it means to live in Christ, to exist for others. We are not to simply bandage the wounds of victims beneath the wheels of injustice, he wrote. We are to drive a spoke into the wheel itself. This call we will be exploring in our Lunch and Learn meetings is about walking with Jesus, most of all. And I want to challenge you to not only join us this Sunday at our Lunch and Learn, but also to pray in the days before and following our Lunch and Learn, asking God to show you how you and I each can be a person for others, and how our church can be a church for others. I pray you join us this Sunday, both for worship and this Lunch and Learn session, and I look forward to seeing you there. See you then.